this year, well, we're in the new year, but this past year was a lot. I think I can say that for everybody. I think I could say that it wasn't the greatest ride on the seat of the roller coaster. And I'm going to make that an excuse right now in order for me to get back into my bag of fragrances and fitness and acting like nothing happened and acting like y'all still love me and acting like, this, like I've been videotaping forever. But
Okay.
I digress. 2021 was a year of lessons, blessings, and more lessons. I would say more lessons than anything. This past year was something that everyone can basically say that it was not the greatest. And even when we were talking about 2020 wasn't the greatest, we were hoping that 2021 was going to be better than 2020, and it lied. It didn't even come up to the mere fact of being better in an instance of a lot of things. But there's a lot of things that we can be grateful for, and there's a lot of things that we can kind of move past. But I can agree with everyone else, and throughout this whole YouTube channel and YouTube streaming and world of social media, that 2021 was garbage. All right, but we're just going to pray for another year, 2022, which is really, really weird saying, but we're gonna pray for this year to be a great one. We're gonna pray for this one to be much more full of blessings. Obviously, there's gonna be lessons in each year, but let's try to make the best out of it and try not to have too many lessons, and try to gain all of the great things that are going to come our way in this year, and in which this is going to be a video coming back to this whole channel of mine on fitness and fragrances, that obviously, as you can tell from all of the other videos that I've done, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a minute. And I appreciate for the people that have still been watching my videos to still be rocking out with me. My goal is to have at least 150 subscribers before April. Even though that's pretty low, that's still a lot of people that would want to know and learn about fitness and fragrances, which I would be very ecstatic to see that be something of yeah, man. It's just so weird coming back to this and being in front of the camera and just talking, because this is something new. Like, I haven't really done something like this in months, but I would say that it has been a very eye-opening experience, saying to yourself that you can do a lot of things, and saying to yourself that it's very, very possible for you to be able to do whatever it is that your heart desires, and do whatever that you put your mind to, if you really are committed to it. And in a way where people may seem to be scared on things, and people may seem to be very hesitant because they haven't done this type of work, or done any type of work that they might have an idea of trying to go into, I would just say try it, because you never know. And the possibilities are endless. And without further ado, I know that I'm going on a tangent. I know that I'm just talking, but I just wanted to talk to y'all about just growing and trying to make this year the best one, and trying to make this year a great one, trying to make this year something where you couldn't even put your mind and wrap your mind around how far that you come. And I'm talking to y'all, because I know that everyone that watches these videos, and any videos that's on YouTube, because they started off with something and they ended it off with something too, and they're still going. So I just advise everyone just to keep following their dream, whatever dream that may be, and let's do it. So the fragrance that I'm gonna be breaking down today is from the house of Dior, which is Dior Homme's 2020. And let me tell you something. When I first smelled, like, first and foremost, before I even got this, I didn't know that there were so many reviews that were on this that were giving so much flack to this. Personally, I haven't smelled the original Dior Homme. I haven't smelled the Dior Homme's Parfum. I haven't smelled any of the Dior's, honestly, except Dior Sauvage, which I have. But when I first smelled this, I knew that I wanted it. And the funny thing is, when I had went with my aunt, shout out to my aunt, holla. But I had went out with her and going Christmas shopping and going out. She was getting me some gifts, so she had offered to, gift me something where I can go out and pick my own fragrance, so I don't pick the same of a particular fragrance that I already have. So I had picked this up and I smelled it, and as soon as I smelled it, I knew that I had to get it. It smelled so good to me. Like it was just something about it. It had this nice masculine scent. It smelled, I wouldn't say old, but it smelled modernly old, if that makes sense. But it was this great scent that I really picked up on, and I was just kind of thinking to myself, like, wow, this is good. Even though my aunt said that she didn't really like it, like a lot of other people within the stream of fragrance reviewers and things of that nature, and even people that are fragrance reviewers that I've heard that talked about this. So I'm gonna break down the notes, and here we go. I'm gonna bring out my homeboy Whitey. So what we have: top notes of bergamot, pink pepper, alumine, and the middle notes of cashmere wood, which you're gonna smell a lot of. It's a lot of cashmere in this, and you can smell it through the top. Honestly, you can smell that more so than the bergamot in the top note. You can smell that cashmere because the bergamot doesn't really hit your nose as long as it's saying that it will. So you're really gonna get that cashmere. The cedar and patchouli, you smell that, as it starts to dry down in the in the fragrance, in the formula of the fragrance. Then the ISO E Super, ICE Super, they use that, they actually just have that in the Molecule 03, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I will say that I'm gonna look into trying getting that so I can get my nose and see how that smells too. But they have ICO Super, Vetiver, and White Musk. Thank you, Whitey. This fragrance is a beast. Haven't gotten to wear it yet. Haven't gotten to pull the trigger unless I'm doing this review right now. But I plan on it. I'm you know what? I'm gonna wear this tomorrow. I'm gonna take this to work and I'm gonna try this out. I was gonna try and wear my other fragrance, which I'll get to in another review. But this is definitely an all year round wear. You can wear this in any occasion, any event, any situation, and you'll get noticed. But one thing that I also did my research and also listening to some reviewers, it's not always about the compliments. If you can compliment yourself on how good you smell to you, then that's all that matters. The compliments that you get from other people is definitely a plus. You can definitely but you can definitely get that from this. Needless to say, I'm not going to say that you're not going to get compliments from this bad boy right here, but you want to always get a fragrance that is good to you. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of subjectiveness in the world of fragrances. Like, there's sometimes where you might get something from a reviewer that might be reviewing a certain fragrance and you think that it might be good to you because they're saying that it's so great to them. But in all honesty, once people start to get on a trend, they get on that boat and they start to get it and hit their nose, and they might not like it. Not saying that they won't, but it's just like they might not like it. So, but with this fragrance right here, this is a very out there fragrance. This is a very bright fragrance. and this is very masculine fragrance. I don't believe this is unisex, but once again, you can wear whatever that you want to wear in today, and there's nothing wrong with that. But with this is definitely a good scent that could be a possible signature scent for you. You could definitely rock this, you know, around the house if you want to. You know, they do sometimes. You can't. Sometimes I do rock fragrances just around the house, just because I want to wear them, because I want to smell good all the time, every day, all day. But I don't know how much I'm gonna talk more about this, because coming back to these videos and coming back to this realm of doing videos, definitely trying to get my bearings again, and trying to get that fire ignited on which I once had before. And I think, once again, briefly talking about how it's very hard for people to kind of find that fire and find the push for them to kind of do the possible and do the impossible that they never thought that they could do. So coming back into this, I'm gonna make this very short video, and hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm going to plan on sharing my experiences with fragrances and sharing my experiences through fitness with y'all, along with some other things, and along with other talks, and just opening up about certain things that maybe people might be going through in their life. So this is your boy G Swain. I didn't even say that in the beginning. Dang, you don't even know who's talking about these videos. You don't even know who's talking or reviewing this thing, you know. But anyway, regardless, you clicked on the video, you know who it is. You know, G Swain, Swaggy Sweats, Swaggy Sense and Fitness. I'ma holla at y'all.